I loved this meadow as a girl. Played here with my two best friends, Hetty and Jane. We ran through the tall grass gathering flowers. Then one day, it all changed. We were never the same. I come here so I won't forget. Jane had been gone from us a good long time, and I never thought I'd see Hetty again. She arrived home that day, on a day just like today. I didn't realize how much I had missed her. Janie! Wash out those milk cans, set them out for Grammy. Janie? Janie? Hear me?
I hear you. Why don't you and Janie go play? No. She even looks like our Jane.
I don't want to talk about Jane.
Did you get my letter?
Yes, I got your letter. We do not live in the wild, you know. Did you run into my mother?
No.
That's a blessing. What do you want?
Your father sends his love. He and I both think it's time.
I want you out of here as soon as possible.
Your father sent me.
Got himself in prison or something?
Asylum.
For doing what exactly?
He was just trying to share the blessings of the gospel.
That was a great success.
Please, Lavinia, please don't.
Can't do a damn thing, Hetty. He's crazy.
He thinks you can get him out.
I think he belongs there.
You do not. He is your father.
What did he do?
He bore his testimony as to the truthfulness of the Book of Mormon.
Quit dancing behind your chair, Hetty.
He took over the pulpit of a Catholic church.
Ah, sharing the blessings. You told him he had 2 wives, did he?
He testified as to the wisdom of the divinely inspired institution of plural marriage that upset the Catholic people that were there that day. He was taken from the pulpit.
To the prison?
No, to the asylum.
They think he's just crazy, not criminal?
No call to speak so harshly.
What's the exact name of his disease?
Religious intolerance.
You've just lied to me, haven't you?
What?
They didn't throw him in the asylum for talking about polygamy.
A friend of his sister lost family in the
Massacre?
word got around.
That he's up to more than just multiple wives, that he's crazy, but also a killer?
He's frightened, Lavinia. He's afraid he'll have to spend the rest of his life in there. You can't imagine what it's like. Screaming, banging, the smell. I think he should come back here.
Why, because here everyone's as crazy as he?
I want to come home.
My father cannot come back here.
The meadow?
Why can't you call it what it is? Massacre. The Mountain Meadows Massacre. When my father took himself a second wife, my mother was upset. When my father picked Hetty to be his second wife, I was upset. And when the church sent Father and Hetty away, we were all upset. My father stayed away for years, avoiding prosecution, and Hetty stayed with him. No more la-di-da, Hetty.
I need $100. If we give them the money, they would let him come back here.
He has no regret for what he did.
He is haunted by Mountain Meadow. Sometimes he hears wolves. They speak to him in nightmares. They tell him to bury it deeper. But he has no shovel, just his hands.
They had too few shovels to bury the number of dead that day.
How do you know such things?
I followed my father. He didn't know I was there, Hetty. I was so damn curious. It was quiet at first. The men prayed. Then, a gunshot. And another. They shot the men first, Then the men, our men, Hetty, turned on the women and children. He should be haunted. I hope he never forgets.
I'm gonna get you. No, you aren't.
Tess reminds me of you. She has two little friends like we were, like you and me and Jane. She orders them around.
Jane.
You still miss her?
Like the right side of my body.
Barely remember Jane.
She always wore that brown skirt and green scarf.
Yes. Green.
It'll take me a week or more to get the money together.
Thank you.
You're not to see my mother.
No.
I think you better go now.
I know how hard it is for you.
Some say what was done here was done in the name of God. Others say the curse of God has fallen upon this land. I don't know what God has done, but I know what man has done.